the
United States
of
America, and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
with
liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Riley, you want to do a roll call?
Okay, Commissioner Domenick,
I'm here.
Commissioner Chermak,
Here.
Marion Gatto,
Here.
Brenda Sacco,
Here.
Mary Jo Sheridan,
Here.
Mayor Chelik.
Here,
I know Henry Deecke, Mr. Deecke, his term expired December 31st, and he did send an email, which I did forward to Commissioner Domenick and Brenda, that he's given it up. He doesn't want to be reappointed, and he wants to give somebody else a chance. So I just want to thank him, for the work that he did. I don't think he missed many meetings over these past 5 years, but he was a good
We
man.
will be reappointing somebody new at the next Board of Commissioners meeting.
Okay. Again, thank you, Henry. Okay. Move forward, or?
Are you okay? Opportunity for the public to address the board agenda items only.
Again, the public had until 9 o'clock this morning to send any emails in with any comments, and I did not receive anything.
Okay. Presentation of minutes for approval, the meeting from January 13th, 2021. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye,
Presentation of vouchers for examination and approval, January 13th, 2021 through February 10th, 2021. I'm assuming everybody's had an opportunity to review those. Do I have any questions on those? Are there any questions? Do I have a motion to approve those vouchers?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor? Aye.
aye,
Discussion items. 6A, Land Bank General Update. Ralph?
Okay, starting off in the city of Scranton, we're now up to 141 properties conveyed in the city of Scranton, 134 of those to private parties, 3 to the city of Scranton, and 4 to community development arms of 2 local nonprofit organizations, United Neighborhood Services and the Scranton Human Development Agency. There are currently 10 properties pending acquisition or disposition. In other words, I'm still waiting for some deeds, but the board already approved of these properties from the tax claim office before we convey them to the parties that have been already approved. So there's 10 properties there, and now we currently have 65 properties currently available in the city of Scranton inventory, owned by the land bank. And again, as if anyone watching, just any property that lies within the jurisdiction of a municipality that has joined the land bank, and also the property can be purchased through the land bank, just so we get that out there, the public knows about that. Now, in the city of Carbondale, we have conveyed 4 properties to date, 3 to private individuals, 1 to the city of Carbondale for a sewer easement. And there are 6 properties, well, after today's meeting, there'll be 6 properties pending acquisition or disposition. Also, I just want to let the board also know that we did receive our 50% of the tax revenue from the city in the middle of January in the amount of $33,855.32, which we feel is quite substantial compared to other land banks across the state. And I want to thank Maria Costanzo for keeping on top of this and getting that money to us, so we have that in the land bank account. Also, there are some property owners who have purchased property through the land bank that have become delinquent. So we're in the process of getting letters together to those properties, because part of their agreement is that they have agreed to pay the taxes on these properties. So we want to go after them to make sure that they do before we move this any further as far as any kind of legal action to get the money or as a last resort, take the property back. But hopefully we just want to work on that, getting these delinquent taxes paid. Okay. And also, Brenda and I, we talked about putting some kind of a policy together for potential buyers who want to buy repository properties that have structures in them. We want to put some kind of a policy where if they want to buy a repository property with a structure, that we have to do something to prevent them from not doing anything with that property. We want to put restrictions on it. So whether it be money to put in escrow until the deed in escrow until they do the improvements that they promise to do. But this is all in, we're just talking about this now. We didn't actually sit down and putting anything in paper yet, but these are things that we have to work on. We just don't want to sell properties with structures to just anyone and let them sit there and, before you know it, taxes aren't paid, nothing is done to them, and they go around to the cycle again. So we have to do something, okay? Just wanted to bring the board up to date on that.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay, letter B, new interest in the land bank.
okay. I just heard this morning Old Forge did pass their resolution, the Old Forge School District. So they're aboard now. The municipality had already been aboard. So they're new now. They joined Scranton, Carbondale, Dunmore, Lakeland, Mid-Valley, Valley View, North Pocono, and Forest City. I believe there are just 2 or 3 out there that, as far as school districts are concerned, that Abington Heights, that's one of the bigger ones. Hopefully we can do some work on them to get them involved, because there are a lot of repository properties in the municipalities within that school district that hopefully in the future we could work on.
And you're going to Scott Township next Tuesday, correct?
Right. So we are going there next Tuesday, and to date, as far as municipalities, we have Scranton, Carbondale, Fell Township, Mayfield, Troop, Dunmore, Blakely, Archibald, Covington, Vanling, and now Old Forge. Right, so that's it for our participating school districts and municipalities as of this date.
Okay. Can we have a Blight Task Force update?
All right, thank you, Commissioner. So just a couple things of note this month. So we just had our advisory committee meeting and working with the Blight Task Force as well. A couple of the things that really came up were to keep positive press happening around the land bank, and especially as some of these new municipalities come online, to get the word out kind of localized in those areas, so that there's a pipeline of people who are interested in some of the properties that are now going to be available through the land bank. So we talked about a number of different methods to do that. One is just like targeted social media, some op-eds, things like that. So we're going to try to push that as we move into the spring, just so that we make sure there's a kind of a groundswell of interest and support for the work that continues, especially as more of these municipalities come online. We want to make sure that the general residents and people in those communities understand what the opportunity is for them, now that the land bank is in their community. So we're going to be focusing on that as we move over the next few months. I'll kick it to Todd to talk a little bit about the Blight Task Force and some of the vacant lot work.
Thanks, Jesse. We continue to work on developing a proposal for the vacant lot management program that we had mentioned at the last monthly meeting. We know this is a need, particularly in the city of Scranton, to help both the land bank and the city just clean up and maintain some of the vacant lots that either the land bank owns already or in the repository. So we hope to have something to share with this board soon. We're also working pretty closely with Ralph and Brenda to make some enhancements to the land bank website. One of the things that we're trying to do now that we're bringing on, have brought on other municipalities, not just the city of Scranton, finding ways that we can kind of filter all of the property listings so that somebody who's coming to the website and is searching for a property can do that and just look for properties that are in Scranton or Carbondale or any particular municipality. We're also, some of the work's also tied to work that we've been trying to do as part of the Lackawanna County Blight plan. And that includes just providing some more information about programs that are available for rehab and repair assistance, some of the incentives that are out there for people to purchase properties through the land bank, just in general, trying to be a little more proactive about selling some of the land bank and repository properties that are available. And then finally, we're also looking at holding a code enforcement workshop this year. We kind of had to put our plans on pause during the pandemic when it didn't really make sense to get code enforcement officials together, but we did get a pretty positive response the last time we did that. So we've actually got a proposal from Chris Gulata, who facilitated the last workshop, and we'll be discussing that and hopefully scheduling something soon. Thanks.
Okay. Next on the agenda, Director's Liability Insurance.
Yeah, I just wanted to let the Board of Directors know that the insurance has been renewed again, and the insurance is from February of this year until February of 2022. I just want to make the Board aware that liability insurance has been renewed.
Okay. Bid openings, if
Okay.
necessary.
Okay, there was no bids received since in this period, we did only receive this one application for a property in Carbondale, and that property is located at 184 Belmont Street, where an adjacent property owner would like to purchase that. If you can see it outlined in blue there, and it comes pretty close to the house, if you notice. But they would like to buy that, but since even though it's an adjacent property and since it's a buildable lot, the price of that minimum bid on that property would be $500, and Ms. Phillips has agreed to pay that price. So, and we can when we go through the resolutions, this will be part of it. Okay, but that's the one property that we discuss. If you want to move on to
Advisor. Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing else under advisory committee?
No, that was it for today. And I think Jesse and Todd spoke about some of the things that we did bring up today.
Okay. Agenda item 7, new business resolution number 21-003, approving the acquisition of additional property from the tax claim office repository list of unsold property. Ralph?
Yep, well, this is the property I just spoke of, at 184 Belmont Street, Carbondale, and this is the property that we will be requesting the tax claim office to prepare the repository deed into the land bank.
Do I have a motion to approve resolution 21-003?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution number 21-004, approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the property purchase program. Frank, or Ralph, I did it again.
That's all right.
What is my problem? Just to let everyone else in on the joke, I called Ralph Frank constantly.
Anyway, this is the same property, and this one at 184 Belmont Street will be conveyed to the property, well, to the adjacent property owner who has submitted their application, and the amount would be $500.
Okay. Any questions for Ralph? Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 21-004?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-005, ratifying a professional services contract for audit services.
Okay. In the past, Joseph Alou and Associates has been conducting the audit for the past, really since the land bank inception. So we reached out him again this year, and his costs went up $50 from $1,750 to $1,800. And we have reached out in the past to other audit firms, and they really don't come anywhere close to the cost that we're getting at this right now. But and I did conducted the email poll of the board about staying with Joe, and the majority of the board did respond in the positive, yes, to stay with Joe. So this is really ratifying the professional services contract for audit services with Joseph Alou.
Ralph, how long has he been doing the audit for the land bank?
Well, since we started, and
are we under any time? The reason why I ask is for the county audit, we have there's a rule in the home rule charter that we have to change auditors every so many years. It doesn't apply to like audits such as the land bank, but our solicitor has indicated that it's probably in good form to switch up, even if we just rotate auditors to do so that they're not complacent and doing the same audit over and over again and again. So my question is this something that we have a list of auditors on other boards and authorities that we have to go through, Jerry and I and Chris? Is this something that can wait until the next meeting? Can we table it until I had a chance to talk to everybody, or is this something that needs to be approved immediately?
Well, to be honest with you, we already sent the agreement engagement letter to Joe.
Okay. All right, that's fine. There's no rules that we're violating. It's just that in the future, we want to, like I said, our solicitor said it's in good form if we, just to prevent auditors from becoming complacent, that we switch up every couple of years. So next year we'll make note of that.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. I mean, like I said, we did reach out in the past to other ones, and they came out like double the price. So
yeah, and he's a good audit. He's a good accountant. I don't have a problem with his professional services.
Mhm.
We do have a list that we need to go over, and this was on it. But if you already sent the agreement, that's fine. I guess so. Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 20-005?
Motion.
Do I have a second
Second.
on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Agenda item number 8, opportunity for the public to address the board. Anything?
no, again, the public had until 9 o'clock this morning, and I did not receive anything.
Okay, our next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, March 10th at 11 a.m. And having said that, if there's not anything else, I will take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Do I have a second? On the question?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Have a good day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.